Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be talking about solar panels. Now, I will be totally honest with you. I don't totally understand solar panels, but we're going to talk about it anyway, so let's get going. So here's some things I have learned about solar panels. They will run my CPAP machine. If you're one of those people like me that needs a CPAP machine when you're off grid or you're camping at a location where they don't have electrical hookups, it's really good to have solar panels to control that. I will also tell you though that my refrigerator sucked my batteries dry from my solar panel charging. So my refrigerator did not work, but my CPAP did. I also was able to, while running the CPAP at night, we had probably 4 cell phones that were charging overnight also, and those worked really well also. They didn't drain everything. There was power left over in the batteries afterwards. I do have 3 100-watt solar panels. I have an MPPT charge controller and 2 12-volt deep cell AMG batteries. We have a TrailManor trailer that slides together and pops back up like a tent trailer, but it's hard-sided. You can mount the solar panels on top of this trailer, but we have not done that yet so far. One of the things that we've found about the style of camping that we do is we like to have wooded areas, we like to have trees, and we like to have shade where we camp. So that makes it hard for solar panels to get the sun that they need. So we've actually just set them up on top of our trailer and then made it so that we can move them around as we need to attract sunlight during the day while we're out doing adventures, kayaking or hiking or things like that, biking. So we just set them up there. It's a little bit more work because you do have to unpack them, you have to pack them back up, and I understand that. But again, for our type of trailering or our type of vacationing and camping, we like to be able to be in shaded areas where it's not really hot. We're not big desert fans in my family. So without further ado, let's go check out all the equipment and see what we've got. We have 3 100-watt Coleman solar panels that we bought at Costco. So under here, where the batteries are, we have our Renogy Adventure Solar Charge Controller. It's an MPPT controller. Tells you the voltage. Right now we're getting 13.7 volts. It's not a lot of direct sun on there. It's 92 degrees, 93 degrees, 18 volts of energy coming in, 0 amps, 3 kilowatts, and it tells me that the battery is charged all the way up. So again, I'm just going to be honest, I don't know a ton about all this solar stuff, but I do know that it's powering what I need it to power inside the trailer. So that's really good enough for me. There's lots of YouTube channels that will go over all the math of it, and if you're a math guy or a math girl, that's great. But unfortunately, I'm more of on the artsy-fartsy kind of side of things, and I don't really totally get it. So I just want to do real life tests and find out what's working for us and what's not working for us, and then try to make adjustments from there. So down here we have our 2 12-volt batteries. We have a battery monitor that we can check the voltage on that is mounted to the top of our battery case, and then our wiring from the controller comes down, has a little fuse right here, and it is wired to our batteries in order to charge them, and then the batteries are wired together. Coming out of the batteries here like this, and then they go into this connector here, then that up to the charge controller, and out from the charge controller there are wires then that go up to the solar panels. And again, all of our stuff is loose, which is not for everybody, but it's working for us. So then these pins, these connectors, go to the wires up on top, and I'll show you those. So these are the wires coming off of the battery. They go into these 3-way splitters. There's positive and negative inputs on these. They split, and then they go into the positive and negative side on the backs of the solar panels. So this isn't going to be the prettiest thing you've seen all day, but this is how we do it. We set the panels up there, have all the wires hanging, and then we hook up all the wires right to the battery. It's pretty simple, it's really not that big of a deal, but again, it's what's working for us, and this may not work for you. You could mount them, like I said, to a TrailManor, which would be no problem. You just have to make sure you seal everything just right. So let me show you how we take them down. So there we've got our cable. I'll just keep this with all of our solar panel stuff inside. Now, most people are probably going to need a ladder, but you know, like I said before, I'm 6'6", so it's helpful. So we just saved the boxes that the solar panels came in, and when we travel, we just slide them in the boxes. We set them right on top of the interior couch on the passenger side. That's how we like to pack it, and that's how we drive around with our solar panels inside, so they can be moved around once we get to our campsite, find out where that sun's going to be, and then adjust accordingly. Again, I know I keep saying this, but it's what's working for us. It may not work for you. You could, like I said, you could mount them if you wanted to, but we're getting a lot of power. We're able to control the things that we really need to control at night. And when we run our refrigerator, we can obviously run it off, it's those three-way, we can run it off of the propane, but I was just doing a test to see if it would work off of the solar panels, but it didn't. So we continue to run it off of the propane, but again at night we were able to run some lights and charge all of our phones, and so things worked out really well. Solar panels were really great for us when we weren't able to get power at campsites. If you're looking into it, if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer things for you, but I hope you like this. Maybe hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications when we put out new videos. But that's the latest from us on our TrailManor, and hope you like this. Thanks.